Hello children, hope you all are fine at your home and also are studying through these online video classes and the notes provided to you. And also it is my suggestion that don't waste the time at your home and please concentrate on your study and complete your notes on the time, okay, and do whatever is told to you. So now let's start with the next topic of the chapter 2, components of food. Already we have studied about carbohydrates, fats, proteins in our previous videos, and also vitamins. But in this video we are now going to study about minerals and so on. So in this video I am going to tell you about what is mineral first, the definition of mineral first. Actually the minerals are the very useful salts of certain metals and non-metals required by our body for the proper functioning of it. Okay, means our body not only needs the carbohydrates, vitamins, fats and proteins, but it is also needed the vitamins and minerals also in a right proportion, and these minerals are required in very smaller quantity by our body, but it should be present in our diet every day. Okay, so minerals are the salts of certain metals and non-metals needed by our body for its normal functioning. If our body, if you want that your body should function normal, do all types of metabolic activities, then you have to take all the nutrients in a right proportion, right amount every day. So children, minerals itself does not provide us energy actually, and it is also not is helpful for the repairing of damaged cells and tissues, or not making new cells and tissues. But why it is important for us? Because it helps us to utilize the other nutrients like fats, carbohydrates and proteins. These are the complex compounds, fats, carbohydrates and proteins, and utilizing these compounds we need a mineral. Okay, so it is used to utilize other nutrients in our body and required in very less quantity, small quantity. So we does not require minerals as like that of carbohydrate, proteins and fats, but we require it every day but in a smaller quantity. For example, the example of the minerals are copper, iron, calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, iodine, etc. These are the example of minerals. Now start with the other very important, one of the component of a food. It is not a nutrient but equally important as nutrient, that is water. Yes children, now let's start with water. So as you already know that one of our basic need is water. Without water we cannot survive on this earth. We exist on this earth due to water. So water, our body, do you know that our 3/4 portion of our body is made up of water. Okay, so and also the fruits and the vegetables, they are also containing water. Actually a normal human body every day it excretes 1.5 to 3 liters of water every day in the form of urine. So in order to make up this loss, we need to drink lots of water per day. In this age, you are now children, I think so maybe your age is between 12 to 14. So in this age you should drink lots of water, 5 to 6 liters of water every day, because you know that normal human being excrete 1.5 to 3 liters of water per day. So you have to make up this loss, and for this we should drink lots of water. Do you know children, if you don't drink water, then what happens? Our body becomes dehydrated, means our body lost water, and on that time what happens? Actually our blood is made up of water. Okay, if you don't drink water, the body becomes dehydrated and the blood becomes thicker, मोटा हो जाता है, it becomes thicker and causes a severe pain and cramp in the muscles. Okay, we feel very pain and cramps inside the muscles. We cannot move easily, and also it all produce several stomach disorder like vomiting, like stomach ache, all these things. So children, properly drink the water every day. Do you know what are the function of water? These are the following functions functions of water. The first one is water is important for the transportation of nutrients and chemicals to and from the cells. So whatever nutrients we are taking inside the food, like carbohydrate, vitamins, minerals, proteins, fats, these all are transported from top to bottom of our body by water. That is the body fluid, blood, and blood is all 90% of the blood is made up of water. So we can also say that water is useful for us to transport the nutrients or the chemicals from top to bottom of our body. To each and every cells of our body, water is important. It is also important for maintaining the body temperature. Okay, if you don't take water in a sufficient amount, then our body also maybe lose temperature or maybe gain temperature, so it will not maintain the normal body temperature. So in order to maintain the normal body temperature 37 degrees Celsius, we should drink lots of water, okay, every day, for the excretion of the body waste. So if we take proper amount of water every day, the waste of our body also excreted in a proper way, and we will not feel any suffocation or constipation that time. So as a medium for biochemical reaction in our body, so you know that human body is a complex human machine, a machine, and so many biochemical reaction is going on inside the human body. So these reactions are going on with the help of water only. So these are the functions of water. Now let's start with the roughage. So yes children, let's start with the roughage. So roughage is also one of the very important component of our body, and like other component and water, roughage is also essential in our diet every day. Okay, so roughage again itself is not a nutrient. It doesn't gives us energy. It also not is required for repairing the damaged cells and tissues, but equally important as nutrients. Why? So let's comes to know all these things. Actually, roughage is the indigestible fibrous material present in any food. Okay, indigestible fibrous material. Indigestible means the food item which is indigestible inside our stomach, that is called roughage. Actually, roughage contains cellulose, and as I already told you, cellulose is the form of carbohydrate which is not digested by us because we don't have that enzyme inside our stomach to digest the cellulose, and roughage mainly contain the cellulose, but herbivorous animals can digest the roughage. So but it is not so that we cannot digest the roughage, so we will not eat. No, we have to eat it due to some work done by it inside our body. Okay, so I will mention that also, but before mentioning that, let's know about what are the source of roughage. Actually, the fruits and vegetables, corn, salad, these all are skimmed grains, these all are the sources of roughage, a very good source of roughage, and you should take every day in your meal. What is the function of roughage? It helps in retaining water in the body. So if you take water, it should be there inside the body, retain the water, there should retaining of water inside the body, and roughage help our body to retain the water. It maintains the water level of our body. Now add bulks to the food and gives a sense of feeling after meal. When we eat the food, it adds bulks to the food, okay, and we feel yes, we have eaten something. It gives a sense of feeling inside our body. Now it prevents constipation and helps in the regular movement of the bowel. So our stomach, the bowel of our stomach can move regularly, and also it helps us to prevent us from constipation. Means those people who are suffering from constipation, means they are if they are not excreting their waste regularly due to constipation, by taking proper amount of water, proper amount of roughage, they are able to throw out their body waste through excretion in the form of solid or in the form of liquid. So this is all about today. I think so you have understand the function and the definition of minerals and the water, what are the function, and the roughage, its definition and function. So if you have any problem, you can contact me in my personal WhatsApp number. So children, and also I am sending the notes through this video, so you all write the notes on time and and complete your work on time. So thank you and have a nice day.